24 years ago today, September the 3rd, a date rape victim from college married a guy still addicted to pornography. 24 years have passed and a lot of things have changed, and one of those things is the condition of our world. We find ourselves in a place today fighting against things we would have never thought we would fight against. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. And if you're in the North Texas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area today, even though it's Labor Day, is a busy day. And this morning around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, there will be a fun run. It's a fun run to stop trafficking. And I really want you to be a part of it. I've tagged the host of the event, Josie, on this post. I'd love you to follow over to her page and check out what's going on. And I'd love you to come. I'll be speaking only for about 5 minutes today, but I'd love you to come by and say hi and meet my bride. Today is our 24th wedding anniversary. But as I said in the open, I was a sexual victim at 9 years old, and I spent 25 years addicted to pornography. As a result, I had almost 24 partners in my life, most of those while I was still a minor, before I met my wife. And we both know what it's like to walk that edge of abuse and to come back to realize what life is like on the wrong side of that. But today we are surrounded by a culture, a $32 billion industry. It's only back of drug abuse by about $10 billion a year. The industry that allows young men and young women, boys and girls, mothers and fathers, to be wrapped up in the sex slave trade, where children are swapped like commodities for less than a bag of sugar in some cases. That's got to stop. But see, we don't realize sometimes that it's happening right next door. It's happening on the street, down the street from us. I hear the stats that the Super Bowl is one of the most trafficked days of the year in the United States. We're not talking about foreign countries. We're talking about right around the block. As leaders, though, we've got to step up. As parents, we've got to become aware. As community leaders, as those with a voice, to speak up for those who don't have a voice. Because it might be your child. It might be your child's best friend. You know, that adorable little child that comes and hangs out at your house on play dates and plays with your children and then asks them sometimes to come for a sleepover and exposes them to things that you think, well, that's just curiosity at that age. That's what everyone thought when I was 9. And I was exposed to what would devastate my life for the next 25 years. It happens that easily. A good friend and a sleepover, a exposure to a magazine or a video, and now the video, it's on their cell phone when they're at the playground and they're hanging out with friends and someone asks the question, have you ever? Yeah, it's that easy. But the damage can be lifelong. It can be permanent. It can be unreversible. I'm not asking you to take up this cause specifically. I'm asking you to open your eyes and to be aware as leaders in the community, in your family, in your church, in your office building, to keep your eyes open. And if you don't know what to look for, if you walk around with blinders on and you feel like I wouldn't know someone being trafficked, if they walked up and told me they were being trafficked, I wouldn't know what to do about it, then get yourself educated. Valiant Hearts has an incredible education program to help you understand and to help other people recover, to help men who are fighting addiction and young women who are trying to get out of the life. And they are a resource. There are tons of resources, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, to help people get free from this bondage. It's a life destroyer. Makes a lot of money for the people on the wrong side of it. Destroys a lot of lives. Not just the living ones, but the babies that could be. Yes, today I've taken a bit of a stand on a platform, and I'm stepping out on the edge, and I know that. But you know what? I'm only here for a while. And if I make it 75 or 80 years, I'm on the downhill side of that. I'm closer to gone than I am to starting over. Now's a good time to step out on the edge and declare my voice. And this is one that I will fight for. As a leader, I would put my life in front of almost anybody to save their life. That's the nature of person that I am. But if you want to see Papa Bear mode come out, endanger one of my children or grandchildren in this hideous, horrible industry, and Papa Bear will seem like a gentle encounter. First, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray that God in heaven will have mercy on your soul and turn your life around if you are the ones trafficking young men and young women. Whether you're on the resource side or on the customer side, may God have mercy on your soul. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. I hope you'll come see us at Westlake Solana today. We'll be there from about 7 o'clock in the morning till about 11. Love to see you. Check it out. Go to Josie's page and find out about the race. Have a blessed day.